Hello everyone, my name is Johnny, and I just feel like speedrunning Resident Evil 4 demo, because I love this game and I've been playing almost every single iteration since it came out. Okay, so first thing you want to do is skip that cutscene. I don't know why the prompt doesn't really come up until you hit triangle, and then you have to hold it. So I'm kind of mashing X and triangle at that beginning part. But yeah, first thing you want to do is just sprint forward, keep on running forward, and let's duck. There's a little bit of a sprint part there. I'm kind of mashing crouch and sprint at the same time just to see which one kind of, goes first. And from my knowledge so far, that little first opening door scene is unskippable, and then you just keep on running around. You could kind of search inside those rooms that I'm passing by, but it's not really, I don't think there's anything interesting there. Okay, so you grab the key, and then you turn around directly. That could have been a little bit smoother. Then you could just mash X there, and then just keep running down. So I'm actually using the DualSense Edge controller, and I have the... Oh, hold on. Here's another cutscene skip. Okay, I'll go to that in a second. So this... I think this enemy's RNG here. I did one run earlier that I just completely just ran past him instead of having to dip back. And yeah, you could keep on running through that way, and that enemy, he kind of notices you when you run by, but you could just run past him. And there was like a cabinet thing there that you could open to get an herb, but you kind of have to skip that. The main objective here is trying to get as much resources as you can to kind of defeat the, the village scene. So from my knowledge, there's always 12 handguns there, and then this crate right there that you destroyed, that's random. I've sometimes gotten gold and gunpowder and a flash grenade from that. So here you're mashing crouch. I kind of messed up a little bit there. Crouch and sprint. And there's a guy to the right there, but you kind of could just run past him. Be careful of this trap right here, because I've ran into it multiple times just on the casual first playthrough, and also just, speedrunning. I kept on forgetting it, but if I look down, I remember it. So yeah, there are enemies chasing you, but once you open this door, they kind of just disappear. So here, I don't remember on the original game if you need to destroy a certain amount of enemies here, or not. But in the demo, I think in this remake demo, I think it's different. So I like to just run over there. And again, we're just trying to gather resources. My eyes got distracted there and I kind of messed up. But yeah, so those two boxes are RNG. You always want to run up and grab the shotgun like in the original. And I feel like the knife is a lot, I don't want to say better, but it's different in this game. So I think... Oh, okay, so hold on, let me take a step back. So you want to use your resources wisely, just like in the original game. If you headshot or shoot them in the leg, then they could kind of, it gives you the prompt to do kind of a nice little, animation that does some damage. And I know that there's a guy behind me climbing up the window, and I'm kind of doing that on purpose because I kind of want him to grab me, and then once I break free, it kind of pushes them back a little bit, but I didn't really get that, that reaction that time, so I was just like, oh crap, I kind of have to, improvise a little bit. I thought that was gonna, by putting the ladder up there, okay, yeah, so there's the animation right there. That's what I wanted to get, but from my experience, I kind of want to kill the chainsaw guy as fast as possible, just because he takes so much, he's just, super strong, and, yeah, this part I'm kind of just improvising. This was just my own personal PB, so, you just have to set the bar early, so you can know what to, work against. So, yeah, from my experience... From what I'm learning, you always want to keep on doing headshots. But Oh yeah, another thing is you want to save that knife. I don't know if you remember that guy at the bottom of the stairs earlier in the house, like near the beginning of the demo. But for me, I think that's just an instant reset if he catches you, because you have to use your knife or you could mash. But actually, I don't think you can mash. I'll have to relook at that again. But yeah, that knife, when you get grabbed and you could use the knife, it actually does a lot of damage to these guys. So you want to save the knife as much as you possibly can. So when you do get grabbed, you could just, I don't know, I was kind of just improvising there. But usually when you want to, usually casually, you don't want to get caught by those guys. You want to conserve as much, health and ammo as you want to, or as you can. But it's actually very beneficial to kind of get caught by the guys so you could try to take down as much as you can. Because I don't think it's a timer here. I just think you have to kill as much enemies as you can. I'll have to do some more testing, but this is just the first, official speedrun of the demo itself. And I think I might actually keep the demo entirely, even when the proper game comes out in a couple weeks, just because, it's kind of straightforward and it gives you a nice timer at the end there. And it's only my first casual playthrough. I spent like 20 minutes on it, just kind of walking around and studying the elements. And yeah, so that's pretty much it so far with my commentary. Oh yeah, what I was gonna make early, the point I was trying to make earlier is that I use the DualSense Edge controller, and then I map the X button on the paddle button, and I map the reload button to the other back paddle button. And then I have the trigger lock, so there's less travel between the triggers on the back of the controller. And then I use the long traditional sticks. I don't use the ones that are already on the original DualSense controllers. I use the long ones, pretty much the PlayStation 3 sticks. Because for some reason, the way I move the controller on the sticks, that little arch around the edge, it kind of digs into my skin at a weird angle. I don't know why. It's kind of uncomfortable to me. So I'm glad they included the, traditional sticks. Okay, so from here, I noticed that as soon as I killed that guy, the bell started ringing. And so I do think it is a kill count and not a timer. And so, yeah, that's it. That's my first official speedrun of the demo, and as you can see, it was a 7:14. And yeah, I'm not really sure how the community is gonna approach this game. Maybe I do need to set like an actual timer on the screen, or are we just gonna do a timer at the end screen, kind of like the Metroid, Super Metroid, or the Metroid games. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching.